Hamala Ratnam Vande Nilatmajam Anjananandanam Veeram Janaki Shokanashanam Kapikshamakshahantaram Vande Lanka Bhayankaram Ullangya Sindho Shalilam Yashoka Vangim Janakatmajaya Adhayate Naiva Dada Kalankam Namami Tam Pranjale Ranjaneyam Anjaneyam Adipatalananam Kanchanadi Kamaniya Vigraham Parijata Tarmula Vasinam Bhavayami Pavamananandhanam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Krisamasta Kanchalim Bhashbavari Paripurna Lochanam Marudin Namada Shantakam Manojavam Marudi Tulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimadam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanara Yuda Mukyam Sri Ramadutam Sirasa Namami Sri Rahavam Dasaradatmajam Aprameyam Sitapatim Rahukulan Vayaratna Deepam Ajanubahum Aravinda Talayataksam Ramam Nishacharam Vinashakaram Namami Vaidehi Sagitam Suraduttamatale Aime Mahamantape Madhye Pushpakamasane Manimaye Virasane Sustitam Agre Vachayate Prabhanjana Sute Tattvam Munibhayapparam Vyakyantam Paradhadvihi Parivratam Ramam Bhaje Shamalam Kene Payena Lahuna Vishnu Rama Sahasrakam Patyate Pandite Nityam Shrotumichhamyaham Prabhu Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you for joining our day 2 on Srimad Valmiki Ramayana, focusing on the Bala Kanda. Yesterday, Rama, Bharata, Lakshmana, and Shatrughna were born. That's where we concluded. Before we get started, I do want to tell that today's class may go a little longer. So those who have other engagement, kindly don't be obligated. It's not offensive. You can go ahead and drop, but we will continue to see how much we can get to the end of Balakanda today. Tato yagne samaptetu rutunam sat samateyaha tatasa dwadase mase chaitre navameke tito nakshatre adite daivate swaucho samastito paschasu. This sloka says in the 18th Sarga, where Rama was born on a very auspicious special day. Otherwise, whenever the Lord is born, that day becomes auspicious. It is only for us, we look for auspicious titi, nakshatra, yoga, and different things. But for the Lord, whenever he is born, that day and that titi and that nakshatra becomes auspicious. But nevertheless, when he was appeared, the 5 planets were on its top position, in their respective position, in the high position. Guru was in Kataka Rasi, Surya was in Mesha Rasi, Shani was in Tula Rasi. Likewise, everything planet was in their respective nice rasis. Govindaraja in his Vyakhyana says that just if one graha, one planet is in this top position, he will conquer his enemies. If there are 2 gragas in the top position, he will become a jamindar. If there are 3 gragas in the top position, he'll become a king. If there are 4 gragas in the top position, he'll be an emperor. If there are 5 gragas, planets in the top position, he will become a Lokanayaka. As per Valmiki's Ramayana, it is very clearly said, all the 5 planets were in the top position. But the positions and planet doesn't make Rama to be a Lokanayaka. This is just to confirm and add the greatness of Rama. That's all. one point that I want to mention here. In yesterday, we saw that different devatas appeared into this world to assist Rama. As per Valmiki Ramayana, Vayu appeared as Hanuman, whereas as per different Ramayana, Lord Shiva plus the combination of Vayu appeared as Hanuman. Whereas as per Valmiki Ramayana, Lord Shiva appeared as Suryananan, as another Vanara. So this is something that you may want to note, the difference between Valmiki Ramayana and other Ramayanas. In fact, in Kamba Ramayana also it says Lord Shiva plus Vayu appeared as Hanuman. But in Valmiki Ramayana, it is only Vayu who appeared as Hanuman. Now the question comes, if all the devatas appeared to assist Rama, then what about Vali? It doesn't appear to be like Vali appeared to assist Rama. Rather, he was in an opposite side. Correct? That question may appear, but Govindaraja says in his Vyakhyana, in his commentary, that the best thing that Vali did assisting Rama is by giving his son Angada to Rama. Angada was Vali's son, was very much surrendered and dedicated to Rama. Therefore, Angada wouldn't have come into existence without his father Vali. Therefore, Vali helped engage in Rama's service in an indirect way by giving his son. Not only that, because of Vali, Sugriva also got the friendship of Rama. This was the explanation given to Ramanujacharya by Thirumalai Nambigal, and that is what is written in the commentary of Govindaraja in his Bhashya. Now the children were born, but they didn't have names. It is just for our understanding. Yesterday we called Rama's born, Bharata was born, Lakshmana was born, and Shatrugna was born. But not until the 13th day, Namakarana function, the name was not given. Whatever usually the parents call their children, Sonu, Monu, Laddu, Baddu, however they call, that's how probably Kausalya, Sumitra, and Kaikeyi and Dasharatha would have been calling their babies. On 13th day, their Kulaguru Vasishta did the Namakarana. Jeshtam Ramam Mahatmanam Bharatam Kaikeyi Sutam Saumitram Lakshmana Miti Shatrughnam Aparam Tata. So here, he kept name for 4 babies. The first child, Kausalya's son, as Rama. Rama means one who attracts others like a magnet, who amazes others by his qualities, wonderful qualities. That person is called Rama. The same thing is told by Andal in her Tirupavai, Sinattanal Tennilangai Koman, etc. Manattukiniyanai Padavum Ni Vai Thiravai. Manattukiniyan is a term word which means that which is so very sweet and pleasing to our mind and heart. It's a beautiful term for Rama, and that is what Rama means. Manattukiniyan means one who pleases our heart. Ramante sarve janaha gunaihi asmin iti ramaha. This is a word, or this is what the meaning of Rama given by Govindaraja. Ramante sarve janaha gunaihi asmin iti ramaha. One who brings delight to the hearts of his devotees. That person is known as Rama. So Bharata, the name Bharata defined as Bharata Raja Bharanath Bibbarte iti Bharata. The name Bharata has been given to him, the second child, because he is the one who is going to bear the burden of the kingdom of Rama during Rama's exile. Therefore, his name is Bharata. Then Vasishta turned to the third baby, son of Sumitra, the first son of Sumitra, and he named him based on this, Lakshmano Lakshmi Sampannaha. Means his name will be Lakshmana. Lakshmano Lakshmi Sampannaha, one who has the grace of Lakshmi, one who has the wealth, a richest man is called Lakshmana. Lakshmana is the person who has Lakshmi, means a wealth, a goddess of fortune on his side. Here the wealth does not mean the material wealth. The wealth that Lakshmana had is a selfless service, dedication to Rama. The service that he rendered to Rama is Lakshmana's wealth. Therefore, the real wealth for all of us, whatever we may have in our idea is not as per Valmiki Ramayana. As per Valmiki Ramayana, we call ourselves a rich man only if we are engaged in our devotional service to Lord Rama and Krishna. Otherwise, even though we may be a richest man in the world, according to Valmiki, we are poor people. According to Ramayana, we are poor people because we don't have the real eternal wealth of service to the Lord. Therefore, we all have to strive to engage in service. Kainkarya Lakshmo Lakshita. Lakshmana's only goal in his life is to continuously do service to Rama. Therefore, his name is Lakshmana. Lakshmano, Lakshmi Sampannaha. Then he turned towards the last son, Shatrughna. Again, name is not given, yes, but he gave the name as Shatrughna. Shatrughna means Shatrun Hanta iti Shatrughnaha. One who always destroys enemies is Shatrughna. Shatrughno Nitya Shatrughnaha. We can spend at least 15-20 minutes on this name, but please understand, in short, that Shatrughna is one who destroys the enemy. What the enemy destroyed, if you read Valmiki Ramayana, the only enemy that he destroyed that we read is Lavanasura. He didn't kill anyone else, but then he's given as the destroyer of enemies, right? That is because the enemy, according to Shatrughna, is the bhakti towards Rama. Please hear very attentively. This is a very, very important message in our practice in Krishna consciousness. Shatrughna killed the bhakti towards Rama. Therefore is Shatrughna. What are you speaking about? How can one kill the bhakti towards Rama? Because if he is attached to Rama so much, then he cannot do the service to Bharata. Bharata is the devotee of Lord Rama. Therefore, his dedication is more towards Bharata, who is devotee of a devotee of a devotee of the Lord, than directly to the Lord. Therefore, he conquered the bhakti towards Rama and channeled his bhakti towards devotee of the Lord, who is Bharata. Therefore, his name is Shatrughna, which is very beautiful. And if you read this commentary, unless and until we read the commentaries and hear from acharyas, none of these things really makes much sense to us. It will be just a story for us. Rama always engaged in his parents' service. What we learn from Rama is always engaged in the service of his parents and elders. Very, very respectful. Never behaved against the will of their parents and elders. So that is Rama, Samanya Dharma, that Samanya Jnana that we have to cultivate from Rama's pastimes. Lakshmana was always working in making his wealth. He was always constantly working on accumulating wealth. We may be telling, well, that's what I'm also doing. I'm going to office, making money out of it. Also, during my free time, I put my money into share market. Then I do some second job and do some business. I'm also accumulating wealth throughout the day. But Lakshmana was also working on accumulating wealth day after day after day, hour after hour after minute after minute after minute. But his wealth was service to the Lord. That is a wealth he was earning every single moment. Therefore, that was his thing in Balyat. Now, something that we have to learn from Lakshmana is, when did he develop the taste of service to the Lord? Right? Valmiki says in the 18th Sarga, 28th Sloka, Bhalyat Prabrite Sushnigdha Lakshmulo Lakshmi Vardhanaha Ramasya Lokaramasya Bratuhu Jeshtasya Nityasaha. It is not that Lakshmana one fine day when he was 5 years old or 10 years old, he started chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and then developed a service towards the Lord. It's not like that. Govinda Raja gives a beautiful allegory, an analogy, that how Tulasi, especially the Tulasi plant, have the fragrance right from its budding stage. It is not that after it grows and then the flower comes, the fragrance comes in Tulasi. Tulasi plant is so very special. As it grows, the fragrance is present with it. Likewise, as Lakshmana appeared, took birth, right then and there, his devotional service towards Rama was there, present in him. It's not an add-on program for him. It was naturally present in him right from his birth. How can you say that? How can you say that Lakshmana had love towards Rama, service attitude towards Rama from the birth? Again, Govindaraja gives another untold, untold secret of Rama's childhood pastime, where as soon as the four babies were born, the cradles were made. For Rama one, Rama, and then Bharata, there's another cradle, and then for Lakshmana, another one for the Shatrughna. But the babies were kept on crying continuously, non-stop, like how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was. As soon as he was born, he was just crying. And all the ladies from the around and surroundings of the house, they came and chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept quiet. But then over here, it's a different scenarios. Everyone tried their best to stop the crying of these four babies. They couldn't stop it. Then Dasaratha was in very much worry. All the mothers were very much worried, and they called for the physician, the doctor, to come and check. The doctor check their eyes, check their ears, check their abdomen, check all the parts of the body. The babies were absolutely fine. They don't know what's going on with the baby. They couldn't do anything. Then Dasaratha said, "Okay, let's call our Kulaguru Vasishta. Maybe he's the one who can help us over here." Vasishta comes and said, "What's the problem, Dasaratha?" "Well, since their birth, the babies are crying non-stop. We don't know what to do." And Vasishta looked at the babies. They saw each one were individually placed in their bed. And he turned towards Dasaratha and said, "What have you done? You see, you put baby Rama in one place, and in another cradle, Bharata, another one, Lakshmana, another one in Shatrughna. Right? The order is wrong. Change the order. Take Bharata, put between Lakshmana and Shatrughna, so that Lakshmana becomes between Rama and Bharata." And Dasaratha made it happen. 50% of the cry stopped. But then the baby still, they were crying. Dasaratha worried and turned towards Vasishta. Vasishta smiled and he said, "Remove two of them. Take Bharata, put right next to Rama. Take Shatrughna, put right next to Bharata. Remove the two cradles." As soon as they did this one, the baby started smiling. They were so very happy. We can learn from this how Lakshmana is so dedicated towards Rama, how Shatrughna was so dedicated towards Bharata. Likewise, Rama's love towards Lakshmana, Bharata's love towards Shatrughna. Sarva priya karakasya Ramasya api sharirataha. Now, Valmiki goes to next level of explaining Lakshmana's dedication towards Rama. Sarva priya karatasya Ramasya api sharirataha Lakshmano Lakshmi sampanno bahiprana evaparaha. He says here, our dedication of Lakshmana is so much so that Lakshmana does not care for himself. He only thinks about Rama. When Valmiki explains the brotherhood, he does not say Lakshmana as Rama's brother in the sloka, especially on the 29th sloka. On the 20. Those who are not talk, please, everyone kindly mute. Can everyone kindly mute, please? Sarva priya karatasya Ramasya api sharirataha Lakshmano Lakshmi sampanno bahi prana ivaparaha. Valmiki doesn't mention Lakshmana as Rama's brother. Interestingly, he says Lakshmana is bahi prana ivaparaha. Lakshmana is Rama's prana vayu, life force. He doesn't say Lakshmana is his brother. He says Lakshmana is Rama's prana. We can never find anywhere in Ramayana where Lakshmana left Rama alone and went. Of course, he goes under the instruction of Rama for some period of the time for service, as a service to Rama. But otherwise, Lakshmana does not go out anywhere else for his personal reasons. That is because prana never leaves the body. If the prana leaves the body doesn't exist anymore. It's become dead. That's a very important thing that we need to understand. Valmiki says the difference between prana in us and Lakshmana is that our prana stays within us, whereas prana of Rama stays outside of him. That is called Lakshmana. Bahi prana ivaparaha. If Lakshmana shows so much of love towards Rama, then imagine what love Rama shows towards Lakshmana. That is explained in the 30th sloka. Nachatene vina nidram labate purushotamaha mristam annamupanitam ashnati nahi tam vina. This is very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. What happens is sometimes Kausalya makes her son Rama to go to sleep in the night. But now Rama does not sleep. He does not sleep. When asked, why Rama, why are you not sleeping? Go to sleep. It's getting late now. Rama says to Kausalya, Pranam vina katam nidram labate. Pranam vina katam nidram labate. Without life, without breath, how can I go to sleep, my mom? Right? And then Kausalya thinks, what is my son talking with? Just imagine if your kid is telling, Mom, I'm breathless, I can't go to sleep. Then what is mother going to say? It's just going to, let's take the child to the ICU or in emergency. We have to do something, right? Likewise, Kausalya was thinking when Rama said, Pranan vina katam nidram labate. How can I sleep without breath? What are you talking, Rama? What happened? Are you okay? Should I call 911? Rama said, my prana is Lakshmana. Get him over here that I can go to good sleep. Then Kausalya goes and brings Lakshmana. And when Lakshmana comes and sleeps right next to Rama, Rama goes to deep sleep. That is the connection that love that Rama had towards Lakshmana. Next, when Kausalya brings a nice meal to Rama, and Rama refuses to eat. Rama said, I don't want to eat. This is not I am telling, it is in the sloka here. Mritram annam upanitam. Mristam annam upanitam ashnati nahi tam vina. Rama does not eat. He does not eat. He said, I cannot eat. How can I eat, mom? I cannot eat. What do you mean? You have your hand, you take the rice and put it in, open your mouth, put it into your mouth. And Rama says, where is my hand? My right hand is missing. Without the right hand, how can I eat, mom? What do you mean, Rama? I can see your right hand is right here. No, you don't see my right hand. It's not missing. Valmiki says, Ramasya dakshino bahuhu. For Rama, the right hand is Lakshmana. So, like Rama is saying, my right hand is missing. Bring my right hand, then I can eat. Who's your right hand? Lakshmana is my right hand. Sometimes in our conversation, we say that he's my right hand, right? We always say this. This term, he's my right hand, she is her right hand, is coming from Valmiki. Ramasya dakshino bahuhu. This is a term exactly spoken by Valmiki. So, he's my right hand. Who's right hand of Rama? Lakshmana. When Lakshmana was brought by Kausalya, then Rama ate his meal. That is the love of Rama and Lakshmana. What about Bharata and Shatrughna? That is explained in the 32nd sloka. Bharatasya api Shatrughno Lakshmano varajo hi saha pranaihi priyataro nityam tasya na asi tata priyaha. In the previous case, we saw that for Rama, Lakshmana is prana. Over here, Shatrughna is more than prana for Bharata. It is nothing, nowhere close to prana. It's more than prana. There is no word to explain that one. It is beyond that. Right? That is what is being told over here. Lakshmana's younger brother Shatrughna is so very dear to Bharata. Likewise, Bharata also loves Shatrughna more than his own life. Something to note here is the two sons of Sumitra, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. Lakshmana was serving Kausalya's son Rama, whereas Shatrughna serves Kaikeyi's son Bharata. What is the reason behind this? We have to go back to the previous sargas where Dasaratha gave two portions to Sumitra, the payasa. When she was about to consume these two portions, when she took the first portion in her hand, she was looking at Kausalya. Kausalya already consumed the first portion was given to her. She didn't wait for a moment. Immediately drank off because she knows if she drinks first, she's going to get the first son, and that first son will be the king of Ayodhya. Therefore, she rushed to drink the first one. Therefore, she turned towards Sumitra and saw. She prayed in her mind that Kausalya is going to get the supreme absolute Lord as her own son. Let I get a son who can become a servant of her son. Lakshmana was born. That is Bhagavata Kainkariya, service to the Lord. Then she turned towards Kaikeyi. She knows very well that Kaikeyi would deserve or desire for a son who can be Rajakumara. Therefore, he thought that, or not only that, that son who is going to be born to Kaikeyi will be so dedicated and so dedicated to Rama. Therefore, she thought, I need to have a second son who can become a servant of, servant of, servant of, the servant of the Lord. Therefore, Bhagavata Kainkariya. She aspired for a son, second son, to serve the devotee of the Lord. Therefore, Shatrughna was born. The children were growing up nicely and they went to the school of Vasishtas and Vamadeva, and they were studying everything very nicely. They mastered all the 64 arts with no matter of time. Now they were 12 years old. They were 12 years old. Now the second problem starts for Dasaratha. You know what? We all think that when we solve this problem in our life, we are settled. When I get this one in my life, I'll be happiest person. Just wait for some more time after you get what you want or after you solve the problem of whatever you went through. Just wait for some more period of the time. Then another problem comes, right? As we know, happiness nothing but a problem between two ends. The small space that we get between the two problems, we think to be the real happiness. Therefore, it is always ups and downs in our lives. Sometimes we want to achieve what we want. There will be some needs that we want, or there something, some problems we have. We want to deal with the problem, solve the problem. But the material world is programmed in such a way that there will be constantly happiness and distress. Matras parasratu kaunteya. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, right? There will be happiness and problems in our life continuously. Ups and downs will be there. We just have to learn to tolerate it. There's no other magic solution for that one. Sometimes people think it will be nice if my life is smooth without no problems. I wish the life goes in a straight line. There shouldn't be ups and downs. For example, if you go to the clinic, if you go to the hospital, if you've been admitted in the ward, in an ICU, we can see that we'll be injected with all these different things, and there'll be a monitor called the EKG monitor. The device will be placed, and you see the graph in the monitor. It goes ups and down. There'll be up and down, up and down, up and down. And you go and talk to the doctor. How's my father doing? How's my mother doing? How is this person? You see the monitor. Ups and downs are there. He's doing very good. No problem. And then I go and talk to the doctor. Doctor. My father is right here. You said the ups and downs are very good. I think my father is more happy now because there is no ups and downs. It's a flat line. The EKG is showing flat line. Then the doctor tells me, Lal, the flat line is not a good sign. Your father is gone. Is no more. Then we can understand what? When we have a smooth line in EKG, that means the person doesn't exist. Yes, I'm sorry to say that. If life have to go on means ups and downs should be there in our life. That makes a life active. Then I learned on that day, okay, that means happiness and distress is part of our life. I just have to take it and try to deal with it. Sitting and worrying about things is not going to move and go anywhere. Take it as it is. So Dasaratha had another problem in his life. The biggest problem for him now is, initially he thought he didn't have a child, then he got children. Now the second thing, after having a children, the second problem comes for him at the age of 12, when the children were at the age of 12, is marriage. I want to get my children married. The thing is that he's worried because not that he want to rush to get their children get married. Even if we are peaceful in our life, the people around us will not let us be in peace. That's a problem. Our friends and relatives are so much interested in our life than their own life. They will interfere in our life and tell, hey, what happened to your son? What happened to your daughter? She's old now. She's finished at college. She didn't get married. What about your son? He's roaming around. He has his own job. He still is not got married. What is he doing? So more than our problem, the friends and relatives that we have are so very concerned about our life than their own life, that they will come and torture us by asking all these questions. Therefore, Dasaratha was worried about what people will talk about him and his sons. If that person is, first of all, this is how the life happens among us, right? We don't get if we are not married, people come and ask, "Arey, what happened? Why are you not getting married?" Then when you get married, the same people will come and ask, "You got married, still you don't have any issues." Issues mean in India, children, right? I just learned a few years back. Someone asked someone else, "You don't have any issues so far?" I thought, what is this issue? People should be free of issues. Why is asking this couple they don't have any issues? Married life means you should not have any issues, right? But then later that person went and I asked this couple why that person is coming and asking you don't have issues. Lal Prabhu, it's not issue means not the problems they're talking about. The issue means in India, children. You don't have children means that means you don't have issues. Then I understood having children is really an issue. People, those that don't have children, they think they have issue. People they have children, they know they have bigger issue than the children. They don't have issues, right? It's always a problem whether you have this or we don't have that. As they say, the other side of the river is always green for us, right? So if they have a children, then they come and ask, what about your children? Are they going to a good school or not? Did you put them into a good school district? Why did you join them in this school district? Why not in whatever the school district or whatever the school districts are, right? When you put them into good school district, they'll come and ask about, have they got good grades? Did they join this good university? Now that they have learned and joined the job, when are they going to get married? Again, the same cycle starts again. So the problems, people interference in our life is so much so that pushes and gives us pressure, takes away our happiness. Therefore, we have to learn to be seeing our own life first. Is my back is good so that I can go and ask others. If we ourselves have problems, issues, then why are we interfering others' life? We don't need to do all those things. So Dasaratha contemplated in that way, and he was thinking that I should get, before anyone comes and asks me, questions me, I need to work on getting my sons married. Ataraja Dasaratam Tesham Dhara Kriyam Prati Chintayamasa Dharmatma Saha Upadhaya Saha Bandavaha. Then he gathered his ministers, gurus, brahmanas, everyone, and he said, my dear advisors, my dear ministers, my dear brahmanas, I think we have to work. I think it's right time that we all have to think of getting my sons get married. And they all said, yes, I think it's the right time, Dasaratha. Let's think about it. Let's start planning, and we have to get your sons married. And we give our blessings. As they were discussing like this, Tatsya Chinta Manasya Mantri Madhye Mahatmanaha Abhaya Gachat Mahateja Vishwamitro Mahamunihi. As they were discussing like this, in the 18th Sarga, 30th Sloka, Valmiki says, one great personality arrived on the spot. One great personality who everyone respects with great respect and great fear. That personality appeared near the gates of Dasaratha. As soon as he came, he said, Shigram Akyatamam Praptum Kaushikam Ghadina Sutam. O gatekeepers, go tell Dasaratha that son of Ghadi has arrived. Kaushika, son of Ghadi has arrived. As soon as the doorkeepers heard this, they know who's son of Ghadi. It is Vishwamitra. Everyone is so very fearful of Vishwamitra. He just literally trembled, and they said, prayed their obeisance and rushed towards Dasaratha and said, my dear king, the great Rishi has come. Great Rishi has come? Yes, the great Rishi has come. Who? Vishwamitra. As soon as he heard Vishwamitra, Dasaratha just jumped with joy, along with his ministers, along with Vasishta, along with other brahmanas. He arrived near the gate to receive Vishwamitra. This is something that we all have to learn. What happens is when we go to someone's house, we ring the bell. We wait. We ring the bell. We wait. We knock the door. We wait. 5 minutes. Then we have to call the person. No one takes a phone. And you call the person, the spouse of the person. Someone does not take. Again, ring the bell. Someone will come and open the door after 5-10 minutes. And when the person opens, oh, you please come inside. And the other spouse of the house will be watching the TV over there happily, even though they know that the person has arrived, someone guest has come. They will be doing something, and the children will be playing video games or watching TV somewhere. But we should learn from this Ramayana that how one should Aditi Seva. Once someone's come to the house, the entire party who's staying in the house must be near the door, welcoming the host, welcoming the guest, sorry, welcoming the guest. That is what Aditi Seva means. Dasaratha, we can learn from Dasaratha, we can learn from Janaka, we can learn from all these great souls. And then Dasaratha said, Yata Amritsya Samprapti, Yata Varsham Anukdake. He said, my dear Rishi, great Rishi, you coming here is as if like I get the ambrosia, the Amrita from heaven. You coming here is like the rainfall in the droughted land. You coming here is like a barren father getting a son. You coming here is like a man who lost his treasure, got it back. You coming here is the greatest joy that a man ever got in his life. Please come inside. He just did whatever is needed to be done. He brought him inside, gave him the best place to sit, washed his feet, and then inquired about his welfare. Likewise, Vishwamitra inquired about his welfare. Now Dasaratha says, my dear Vishwamitra Muni, my dear Lord, if you want, I can place this entire kingdom at your lotus feet. Please accept it. Vishwamitra said, no thanks. My dear Lord Vishwamitra, I promise you, Icham anugrihito aham tvadartam parivriddhaye. This is where he got into the problem. Icham anugrita. He said, my dear Lord, just order me what you want, and I give you without a second thought, without questioning it. I'll just give it to you. Just ask what you want. I'm happy to do it for you. As soon as Dasaratha said this, Sarga ends. Sarga 18 ends now. We are getting into Sarga 19. Vishwamitra expresses his purpose of coming over there. He said, my dear Dasaratha, you know what? I really don't want anything. But in Siddhashrama, where I live, I try to perform a sacrificial homa, a special puja for welfare of the humanity. It takes 6 days. 5 days goes fine. On the 6th day, when I'm concluding the yaga, that's where the problem is. Dasaratha was raising his eyebrows and said, what is the problem? You need something, you are shortage of something for your yaga, you need some support. I can provide you. What is that you really need? He said, no. I have everything that I need on those aspects. The resources are there. But what is your problem? At the end of almost the completion of ritual, these two Rakshasas by the name Maricha and Subahu, they come and they pour blood and throw meat and they vomit and they do all nasty things right on the altar where I do the sacrifice. Then how can I complete? Every time I attempt, every time they come. This has been a routine for us. Oh no. Yeah. So Dasaratha said, Rishi, why don't you simply curse them? You're so very good in you are so very good in getting angry, and you're very good in cursing people. Why don't you? He didn't say literally like this, but he was very decent. He said, why don't you curse the demons? And then Vishwamitra said, Nachame krodam udrishtam buddhi bhavati parthiva tata bhota hi sacharyana sapatha tatra muchate. He said, Nachame krodam, my dear king, I should not get angry. Nachame krodam, udrashtum, buddhi bhavati parthiva. My dear Parthiva, my dear king, I should not get angry. I've taken vow to not get angry, to not curse. Why? Why you should not get angry? Well, if you fix something in your life, to achieve something in your life, until you achieve that, you should not get angry. Another very, very important lesson in our life to learn. What happens is we want to achieve something in our life. When we try to achieve something, that's when some obstacle comes in many forms. It could be in the form of our friends, our relatives, our colleague, our children. Any of these things can become an obstacle in our life. Immediately we get angry upon that person. And start holding and cursing and all sort of things, right? But from Vishwamitra, what should we learn is that When you have a goal in your life, the success of goal is to have patience and tolerance, never to get angry and start cursing the obstacle that come in our path. Never to do that one. Why? What happens if you do that one? Then the whole program collapses. The whole program collapses. You can never achieve what you want in your life. Therefore, Dasaratha, my goal is to complete the yaga. But if I get angry, then I won't be successful achieving that one. I have to start everything from scratch again, square one. Therefore, I should not do that one. There, for us also, when we do some services, washing pot in the basement or cooking in the kitchen, something will happen. Something, there won't be a soap, there won't be vegetable that we need, there won't be ingredients that we need for cooking on a Sunday program. Immediately we said, oh, that Prabhu did not get this ingredient. See, he's always like this. Now I can't do what I wanted to. Then you immediately call that person, Prabhu, you didn't do this one. It just, I can't get, you just start screaming and fighting or get showing your anger and exam in all these different things. And Vishwamitra says, well, when you're doing your service with anger on someone, is as good as you don't do that service. You don't do the service because you're not going to get anything out of it by showing your anger while you're doing service. Please do not show anger to anyone when you're engaged in service. It's very difficult. And because you have a greater service, greater goal in your life, one should not do this one. Now Vishwamitra said, I need protection, Dasaratha. I need protection. I was thinking one person in your group can come with me and help me to be successful, to complete my yaga. Dasaratha was scratching his head. He was thinking, one person from my team, Sumantra, or myself, or my soldier, who is that is Vishwamitra is thinking about? As he was scratching his head, then Vishwamitra says, in the 19th Sarga, 8th sloka, Swaputram Raja Shardhula Ramam Satya Parakramam Kakapakshadharam Shuram Jeshtam Me Dhatum Arhasi. This is a very beautiful sloka. He says, Swaputram, your putra. And then Dasaratha turns around and see who's standing over there is Putra. He sees that Rama and Lakshmana is there, Putra. So it could be Lakshmana, it could be Bharata, it could be Shatrughna, any of these people. But Dasaratha, Rama never is visible when it comes to such things. So he didn't even see Rama. Then he says, Swaputram Raja Shardhulam Ramam. Now he says, Dasaratha, where are you looking? It's not Lakshmana, it's not Bharata, it's not Shatrughna. Then who are you talking about, Vishwamitra? Ramam. What? Rama? Yeah, Ramam. Are you sure you're talking about my son Rama? Yeah, Rama. Why Rama? Because he's Satya Parakramam. How is he, right, sir? Kakapaksha Dharam Shuram. Kakapaksha means he's having a shika on his head. Rama was having a shika because he just passed out of school. He came here back home. So he's having that shika on his head. The shika is so very beautiful. There's commentary on this shika itself, how beautiful it is. So shika is so very beautiful. When Rama walks, his shika, goes left and right like that, right? Watching the beauty of movement of shika is so beautiful. The commenters are explaining and narrating so nice about Rama shika. Kakapaksham dharam kshuram jeshtam. Jeshtam means the older son of all your sons. Me dhatum arhasi, give your son to me, who is a dark bluish color, beautiful to look. Satya Parakramam. I want that son of yours to be sent to me so that I can deal and destroy this Rakshasa and complete everything that I need. And then Dasaratha is telling in his mind, Rama was 12 years old, never seen outside world, under the custody of his parents. You're asking about that boy, Rama? I think you don't know who my son is. He's still a kid. He's not even a teenager. He's 12, not 13. He's 12, not 16. He's 12. One more year to go to get a teenage. He's not. Vishwamitra, what are you talking? I think you don't know my son, Vishwamitra. And Vishwamitra says, this is a classic sloka in Valmiki Ramayana. where many acharyas have poured out commentaries on this sloka. Aham vetmi mahatmanam ramam satya parakramam vashishtopi mahateja yeme tapasi sitaha. So he says, my dear king Dasaratha, aham vedmi. I know who your son is, you don't know. I know who your son is, but you don't know. Just go to someone's parent, a kid's parent. My dear sir, you don't know who your son is. I know who your son is. The parent is going to tell, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How do you know my son? It's my son. I know my son. So Dasaratha was totally taken back in his mind. He was questioning, Vishwamitra, you just arrived. Just now you arrived. And you've seen my son for the first time. You had no clue who my son is. And I am his father. Right from his birth, I know who he is. And you are telling me, Aham Vedmi Mahatmanam Ramam Satya Parakramam. And you are telling that you know my son, I don't know who my son is? What do you mean? Now, the commentary is so very amazing. It says that, yes, Dasaratha, you are seeing Rama with your external eyes. I am seeing Rama with my internal eyes, the internal eyes of Jnana Chakshushu, the eye through the Jnana. So only I can understand who Rama is. You cannot understand Aham Vedmi. That's number one. Number two, you who being worshipped by your citizens, they worship you. Therefore, you cannot understand Rama. Only I can understand Rama because I worship the great rishis and sages. Aham Vedmi. You with bow in your hand will never ever understand who Rama is. But I, the kusha grass in my hand, understand who Rama is. Aham Vedmi. Number four, you with crown over your head will not never understand Rama. But I with matted hair on my head understand who Rama is. Aham Vedmi. Number five, you with Rajoguna will never understand who Rama is, but I with Sattoguna will understand who Rama is. Aham Vedmi. 6. You seated on a high throne will never understand who Rama is, but I who seated on the grass, deer skin, can understand who Rama is. Aham Vedmi. You who aspire for boham, enjoyment, will never understand who Rama is, but I who aspire for renunciation will understand who Rama is. Aham Vedmi. You who did Putra Kameshtiyaha will never understand who Rama is, but I who did Moksha Kameshtiyaga will understand who Rama is. Aham Vedmi. You ultimate goal is Artha and Kama will never understand who Rama is, but I who decide for Dharma and Moksha understand who Rama is. Aham Vedmi. Therefore, Dasaratha, you can never understand who Rama is. It is only I who can understand who Rama is. Aham Vedmi. Ramam Satya Parakramam. Dasaratha asked, okay, that's fine. Tell me what do you understand about my son? Tell me what do you understand about my son? Vishwamitra says, Aham Vedmi Ramam Satya Mahatmanam. Aham Vedmi Mahatmanam. Rama is not ordinary Atma, he is Mahatma. Dasaratha, you and I are Atmas. Rama is not Atma, is Paramatma, is Mahatma. What do you mean? Okay, Atma has different meanings. Atma means living entities. Mahatma means one who rules over all the living entities. Paramatma. Atma means also another meaning, means material body, Sharira, material body. Whereas Mahatma means one who has transcendental body. Rama's body is not material body, is transcendental body, therefore he is Mahatma. Atma means one's swabhava, one's nature. Mahatma means one whose nature is to give protection to others. Therefore, Rama is Mahatma. Atma means effort, one's effort. Mahatma means one who takes big effort to save his devotees. Rama is Mahatma. Atma means air. Mahatma means greater wind like cyclone, which means those Rakshasas who come in front of Rama, they'll be thrown away. Therefore, Rama is Mahatma, not Atma. Atma means sun. Mahatma means all those Rakshasa who come in front of Rama will be dried into nothing. Therefore, Rama is Mahatma. Atma means fire. Mahatma means all the Rakshasas will get burnt into ashes. Therefore, Rama is Mahatma. Atma means Buddhi. Mahatma means higher intelligence, higher Buddhi. However Rakshasa tries to defeat, Rama is very intelligent. He can easily defeat them. Therefore, he is Mahatma. What the Acharyas, Govindaraja and great Acharyas, they've taken the word Rama as per the dictionary of Sanskrit, Amarakosha, because Atma, all we know is only the soul. But according to the dictionary of in Sanskrit, Atma has different meanings. Atma means living entities, Atma means material body, Atma means Swabhava, Atma means one's effort, Atma means air, Atma means sun, Atma means fire, Atma means Buddhi. So the Vyakyana, the commentator, taken the different meanings of Atma and compared to Mahatma. And therefore, Vishwamitra says, these are the things I know about your son. Aham vetmi Mahatmanam Ramam. Ahatmetmi Mahatmanam Ramam. Dasaratha said now. That is all fine. That is all fine. But all that you mentioned about a person is not present here. He is in Vaikunta. He is the person you're talking about cannot be in this world. He must be in Vaikunta. That is Sriman Narayana. You should better go to there. Go there, not here. You come to a wrong address. Vishwamitra says, no. I come to a right place. Aham vetmi Mahatmanam. When Dasaratha said it's not my, you come to a wrong address, then another word comes, Ramam. No, Dasaratha, it's not Vaikuntapati, it is your son, Rama. I've come to the right address, Rama. Then Dasaratha Swami, nevertheless, is my son. I'm not sure if my son will be able to do all this task that you just mentioned. Then Vishwamitra says that Aham vetmi Mahatmanam Ramam Satya Parakramam. What do you mean that you're not sure that your son will be able to do all this task? Is Satya Parakramam. Satya in this context does not mean truth. Here Satya means unchangeable condition. Unchangeable condition. Which means that Rama does not go through changes of success and failures, which is parakramam, valor. His valor is satyam, means his valor is always brings him success, never failure. In our life, we attain success sometime, we are failure sometime. But in history of Rama, there is nothing is called in his dictionary called failure. It is always success. Therefore, Satya Parakramam. Whatever task Rama takes, he will be successful. Now Dasaratha was in dilemma. That he can read. Vishwamitra can read from Dasaratha's face. Therefore, Vishwamitra now he says, I think you are not still satisfied, Dasaratha. Then he goes on, Vashishto api mahatejaha. If you doubt in my words, I'm sure you believe in a guru's word, Vashishta. Why don't you talk to him? He's not going to tell anything different than what I said. Therefore, you just consult with him. We both differ in many things. Vashishta and Vishwamitra never go in agreement in many things. But in this one topic, I can guarantee you what I just said, Aham Vedmi Mahatmanam Ramam Satya Parakramam. You just double check with Vishwamitra's second consultant, you can take with him, and he's not going to say anything different. And if you even have simple doubt with Vashishta that he is also Rishi, I'm also Rishi, maybe he's biased with me, then you can ask the assembled people there, Ye Che Ime. You can ask the assembled people here. If you doubt in assembled people here, then you in your audience over here, Tapasi Stitaha, you can see many grades and yogis are seated here. You can also talk to them and find out. Therefore, what I said is true. Just send your son with me for 10 days. That's all I'm asking you. Just 10 days, not more than 10 days. And the yaga is only going to take place for 6 days. 2 days to reach Siddhasrama, 6 days over there to do the yaga, 2 days to return back. 10 days. That's all I'm asking you. Please send your son. Dasaratha fainted and fell off. Now he couldn't do anything. He just literally fell off the ground. He did not get up at one muhurta kala. One muhurta kala means 48 minutes. He did not get out for 48 minutes. Jokingly, it is said that Dasaratha was pretending as if he was fainted, closing his eyes and slightly opening his eyes and see if Vishwamitra went away. But Vishwamitra was so strong that he didn't move an inch from his position. So Dasaratha was closing his eyes again. Again opened and saw after a few minutes to see if the Vishwamitra went away. He was still standing there. 48 minutes went like this. And finally, he had no choice. He got up. And Dasaratha, now he says, Udashona Varshome Ramo Rajiva Lokshanaha Na Yuddha Yogayatam Asya Pashyami Saha Rakshasaihi. This is another beautiful sloka. It's been given, Vyakhyan has given on this one also. Udashonasa Varshome. Udashonasa. My dear Rishi, my son is not even 16 years completed. This has a big important meaning. Why he says so? My son, because we all know that Rama was just 20, he turned into 12 years. Instead of telling that my son is just 12 years old, Dasaratha is telling, Uda Sodasa Varshome. My son is not even 12 years completed or over. Why he says so is because, as per the Rajanidhi, for someone to get engaged in the battle, they should have completed 16 years. How smart Dasaratha is. Therefore, is reminding Vishwamitra, my son is not even 16 years old. Indirectly, he's telling he's not fit to come for battle. He's not fit to come for the battle. Me Ramaha. And he says this, me Ramaha. Uda Sodasa Varsho, me Ramo, my son Rama. Why he says me Ramaha? Because I think, Vishwamitra, you're looking for J Rama. My son is D Rama. J Rama is Jamadagni Rama, Parashurama. D Rama is Dasaratha Rama, my Rama. Therefore, you again come to a wrong place asking for Rama, that is Parashurama, son of Jamadagni. But the son you come here asking for is D Rama, Dasaratha Rama, is not the right Rama. Okay, bye-bye, see you, take care, and go to Jamadagni, and you can ask his son. Vishwamitra said, I did not take any wrong address. I'm not looking for J Rama, I came for D Rama. How do you say that? Dasaratha, then he says that Dasaratha says this one, that Rama, me Rama, Rajiva Lochanaha. Rajiva Lochanaha means Rajiva Lochana means one whose eyes are like lotus petals. Why he says this all of the sudden? Because you see, the lotus flower closes its petals when the sun sets. Okay, so what? What does he try to convey to Vishwamitra? He's trying to say that my Rama, as soon as it's become dusk, Rama goes to sleep. Okay, so what? Well, there's a problem. If you take my son to battle against the Rakshasas, when it's getting dusk, he's going to go to sleep. But the Rakshasas are powerful in the night time. What is my son is going to do when he's already in deep sleep? Therefore, my son is not going to be of any use to you. Please, bye-bye, see you. So I will, if you want, I can come with you. I will come with you. Forget about my son. I will come with you. My name is Dasaratha. I can drive the chariot in 10 different directions. I can come with you. I can do whatever you want to. Just I will come with you. And tell me, by the way, who are these Rakshasas that you're talking about? Who is this Maricha and Shubhagu? Who are these guys? And Vishwamitra, Paulastya Vamsho Prabhavo Ravano Nama Rakshasaha. He said, these Maricha and Shubhagu are the people of Ravana. As soon as Vishwamitra uttered the name Ravana, Paulastya Vamsa, in the Vamsa of Paulastya Rishi, this person was born called by the name Ravana, Rakshasa. These Maricha and Shubhagu, they are all his people. As soon as Dasaratha heard the name Ravana, he knew who Ravana is. Therefore, he panicked. Hearing the name of Ravana. What? Ravana? In its Ravana's people, Maricha and Shubhagu? Is Ravana's party these people? My dear Rishi, even I, Dasaratha, cannot defeat Ravana. What are you talking? How can my son, 12 years old Rama, can defeat these people of Ravana? Never possible. No way. Forget it. Goodbye. See you. I'm sorry. I promised you I can give you whatever you want. Please forgive me. I cannot keep up with my promise. It's okay. I cannot do this. Hearing this word, Vishwamitra raged with anger. His eyes become red and just hissing like anything. He just becomes so very angry. Yad in the Sarga of 21, Yadidam te kshamam rajan kamishyami yataghagatam mitya. He said, Sukhi bhava suhrid vritaha, Sukhi bhava sugrid vritaha. He said, what? That's all you are? Sukhi bhava, Sukhi bhava, Sukhi bhava sugrid vritaha. Be happy with your family and friends and relatives, and I'm going now. When a rishi says something, be happy in this tone, we can all understand it is not a blessing, it's a curse. You live long. It's like that. You go and tell someone on his birthday, you live long. I'm going now. You live long. That means not a blessing on a birthday. It's just a curse that you die soon. Right? So Vishwamitra, Sukhi Bhava, I'm going now. Sukhi Bhava, you live happy with your family and friends and relatives. I'm going now. Hearing the angry words of Vishwamitra, Vasishta got really panicked. He just intervened to solve the problem. Then he took Dasaratha on a side and he spoke the greatness of Vishwamitra. My dear Sishya, my dear Dasaratha, you don't know who Vishwamitra is. He's a great rishi and he's told many things great about Vishwamitra. I am sure by you sending your son with Vishwamitra, it's a gain for you and your son. It is not a loss for you. By the way, it is just 10 days, short trip, short yatra. So he will be back. So nothing to worry. In fact, by you sending Rama with Vishwamitra, Vishwamitra is going to give many things to Rama, Astra, Sastra, and many mantras and many things. And he's going to gain a lot of things because Vishwamitra knows what's going to happen in this yatra. So he knows your family is going to be great because Rama is going to get written with something which is going to be great for your family, your lineage. And when Vishwamitra said this one, sorry for the background noise here, the barking of dogs and all those things. Just ignore, filter those things, and just try to hear the words from Valmiki. Dasaratha immediately, without any questions, accepted the Guru's instruction without any second thought. He just was ready. Tata Vasishta Bhuyate Raja Dasaratha Swayam Prasrista Vadano Ramam Ajuhava Lakshmanam. Immediately, he accepted the proposal. And the point that Valmiki says is quite interesting. Ramam Ajuhava sa Lakshmanam. Ajuhava sa Lakshmanam. When Rama was asked, Lakshmana also came along. It is not that buy one and get one free. That is not the way that we should understand. Buy one and get one free. That is wrong understanding. When Rama was asked, Lakshmana attached to Rama came along. That is how we should understand. It is not Rama was sent in addition to, which is not that Lakshmana was sent in addition to Rama. Rama and Lakshmana went together at the same time because we have already seen that Lakshmana is prana for Rama. If Lakshmana is prana to Rama, how can prana and body can travel separately? Prana outside the body, prana and body cannot travel separately. Therefore, prana, that is Lakshmana, and Rama travel together. This is a very important point for us to understand. Therefore, the father Dasaratha, mother Kausalya, Kaikeyi, Sumitra, the gurus and brahmanas, the ministers, everyone blessed these two, Rama and Lakshmana, are sent along with Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra went in the front, Rama followed next, and Lakshmana followed Rama. On the way, Vishwamitra stopped in a place and taught Rama and Lakshmana two special mantras called Bala and Atibhala. By chanting these mantras, one will never get tired in whatever they do. One will never get fever, cold, cough, sickness, stomachache, diarrhea, indigestion problem, any of this problem, fatigueness and hunger, thirst, nothing will be a problem for them. By chanting this Bala and Atibala mantra, even when a person is sleeping, who chants this mantra, even when that person is sleeping, or even when the person is inattentive, no one can harm, no force can harm this person. So that is the power of this mantra. So Rama and Lakshmana learned this Bala and Atibala from Vishwamitra, and they stayed overnight near Sarayu river. And they then proceeded to Siddhashrama. Before proceeding to Siddhashrama, Vishwamitra woke up Rama and Lakshmana. This is a well-known, beautiful sloka in Valmiki Ramayana, Sarga 23, sloka 2. Kausalya supraja Rama purva sandhya pravartate uttishta narasardhula kartavyam devamanikam. O son of a beautiful, wonderful son of Kausalya Rama, it is time for us to perform, Sandhya Vandana. Uttishta, Uttishta. Therefore, get up, Rama, get up. If you notice here, Vishwamitra calls Rama as Kausalya Supraja. Supraja. Praja means a son. Supraja means a wonderful son, well-behaved, classic son or child is called Supraja. That is all fine. Why didn't Vishwamitra say Dasarata Supraja Rama Purva Sandhya Pravattate Uttishta Narasardhula Kartavyam Devamanikam? Why he didn't call out Dasarata's name? Why he has to call Kaushalya's name? There is a reason. The reason that Acharya gives here is because we should know that between father and mother holds a higher place. Govinda Raja in his Vyakhyana, he says, Mata Putrasya Bhuyanti Karmani Arabhate. He says, Mata for a child holds a higher position than the father. Therefore, he said Kausalya Supraja. Second reason he gives is, when Vishwamitra asked Rama to be sent, Dasharatha argued for at least 1 hour, because 48 minutes went in unconsciousness state, knowingly or unknowingly. One more takala. So he must have argued another 30 minutes. Even 1 hour, 60 minutes or 90 minutes, he was just arguing not to send Rama with Vishwamitra. But then when the message went to Kaushalya immediately, joyfully agreed to send her son. Therefore, Kaushalya Supraja Rama. And the third reason is given is because Dasharatha at least had 4 sons: Rama, Bharata, Lakshmana, and Shatrughna. What about Kaushalya? She didn't have 4 sons. He only had 1 son, Rama. Therefore, Kaushalya Supraja Rama Sandhya Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishya Narasardhula Kartavyam Devamanikam. Therefore, Kaushalya name has been told. Why Vishwamitra woke up. Vishwamitra said, please get up. Please get up. And here's another interesting point has been mentioned here. Vishwamitra was little hesitant to call out Rama's name. He was avoiding to call Rama. Why? Because the name Rama was given by his competitor.
Emergency break off.
Break off, yeah, break off.
Sorry. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Narayan Prabhu says something, but yeah, he muted himself.
Yeah, kindly, I really humbly request everyone to be muted. Kindly request you all. Please make sure you're all muted. Keep checking often that you're muted. So Vishwamitra was avoiding to chant and call the name of Rama. Why? Because the name Rama was given by Vasishta. There always a cold war between Vishwamitra and Vasishta. Therefore, he was avoiding to call Rama's name. But then the situation when Rama was sleeping, looking at the beauty of Rama, Vishwamitra could not call out the name Rama. Therefore, Kaushalya Supraja Rama. There is a beautiful song of Bibare Rama Rasam. Rasane bibare ramarasam. That is, drink bibare ramarasam. Drink the name of Rama. It is so nectarian to our tongue. Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram. So we could just simply keep on chanting Rama 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 Rama, just Rama. It gives is so nectarian. Therefore, even Vishwamitra could not stop chanting Rama's name. He gave up his ego by chanting Rama's name. Rama's beauty conquered his heart. So that is the beauty of Rama. So therefore, said, get up, it's time for us to perform Sandhya Vandana. Even Kshatriyas those days, Kshatriyas also perform Sandhya Vandana, not only Brahmanas. Kshatriya, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, they all wear the sacred thread, the sacred thread, and then they all perform Sandhya Vandana. It's not an optional thing for any of them, any of these three Varnas. They all must do, have been doing at least those days. Nowadays, even Brahmana, they don't even wear the sacred thread. What to speak about performing Sandhya Vandana, right? They are transcended from all this thing, but that's not good. Therefore, the instruction is given not to Rama, but instruction is given to himself. So that is Sarga 23. In Sarga 24, 25, and 26, they perform their travel further towards Siddhashrama. On the way, Tataka is been killed. Tataka Vadana has been performed. Tataka is killed. Sarga 27, Vishwamitra gave some more additional astras, astras to Rama and Lakshmana, and gave mantras how to use this weapons. Sarga 28, 29, and 30, they finally arrived to Siddhashrama. Finally, they arrived to Siddhashrama, and the yaga started taking place. Day 1 went well. Day 2 went well. Day 3 went well. Day 4 went well. Day 5 went well. Rama and Lakshmana, the Vishwamitra said, Rama, Lakshmana, as always, 5 days went well. The problem is always when we come to the 6th day. Even at the 6th day, always at the concluding part, Purnahati, at the time of concluding, that's when the problem comes. Be alert. Be alert. They may come anytime. This Maricha and Subha is very tricky. They can change form however they want. You don't know where they come from. Be careful. And then Govinda Raja gives an interesting point here, that any yaga that gets started before, there is a practice that Rakshohanam, there is a special Veda mantra will be chanted before yaga has been performed. Rakshohanam, that means the Raksha, the protection has to be given to any of the yagas that perform to make it successful without any obstacle. So Govinda Raja is questioning that Vishwamitra knows very well that to be free of obstacle, he must do Rakshohanam, the Veda mantra, so that he is not affected by any of these evil forces. Did Vishwamitra fail to do this one? Or he didn't know this one? Or did he chant the Rakshohana mantra wrongly? What happened? He's questioning himself, Govinda Raja. And he's then giving answer, no. Vishwamitra is well known of everything, what he's doing. He chanted Rakshohana mantra, but the condition of Rakshohana mantra, Veda mantra, is that it protects the evil force on the ground. When any evil force comes on the ground, around the altar, the Yaga Pita, around the altar, any evil thing comes, it protects from that. But comes from the Akasha, from the sky, it doesn't do anything. And therefore, the Rakshohana mantra was not effective for this reason, to save them from the Maricha and Subha who were trying to come from the Akasha. That's the reason. And then when as has been said, the Maricha and the Subhahu came and they were trying to spoil the entire yaga. That time Rama with Manasa Astra drove away Maricha and pushed him to the ocean. And through Agneya Astra, he killed Shubhahu. And through Vayavya Astra, he destroyed all other Rakshasas who are assisting the Maricha and Subahu. The question comes, why Maricha was not killed? Why he was not killed? Why he was thrown into the ocean? That is because it is said that Maricha is the seed of Ramayana, the epic. Because of the seed, Rama sowed the seed. That seed grew into the big tree called Valmiki Ramayana. So Maricha is the seed of Ramayana. He then came as the Maya deer, and then Ravana kidnapped. All those things happened because of Maricha leaving Rama leaving Maricha alive. Yaga was successfully completed, and then Vishwamitra was so very happy and praised Rama and Lakshmana and said, everything is done now. Rama and Lakshmana, job is over. If you like, please, you can return back home. He said, return back home. And Rama was thinking in his mind, this is again jovially it is said by the Acharyas, that Rama was thinking in his mind that, well, your job is over, not mine. Your yaga is over. What about me? The whole purpose of me coming is not to kill these two little mosquitoes, Maricha and Subahu. My purpose of coming is bigger reason, where I want to get united with my consort, Sri Mahalakshmi, who has appeared as daughter of Janaka in Mithila, Sita. He was not telling these things to Vishwamitra, but he was thinking in his mind, your job is over, mine is not yet. But he humbly took a position, my dear Vishwamitra, we would like to do whatever you want. That's what he said. Whatever you want, we will do. If you want us to go back to Ayodhya, we will go. But if you want us to continue serving you, wherever you go, we will do that also. And Vishwamitra also had a big agenda in his mind. The biggest thing that we want to do is, he wants to see not just Rama. Just by seeing Rama, he was so attracted. But Vishwamitra's desire is to not see Rama alone, but he wants to see Sita Rama together. Therefore, Vishwamitra also did not say anything to Rama. He said, well, in Mithila, Janaka Maharaj is performing some yaga. I'm going over there. Therefore, if you have no other programs, then I would just like to take you. And Rama said, of course, what can be more greater than serving you? We will come with you. And with saying that, Sarga 31 starts, and until to Sarga 31 to Sarga 47, they start their journey towards Mithila. On the way, many spots, places they come. As they come to many places, and Rama asks about the special things about that place, and Vishwamitra narrates the story of that place. Likewise, many stories have been narrated. Ganga's appearance, Kartikeya, that is Lord Shiva's son Muruga's appearance, churning of ocean, and Sarga Maharaj, his story. Many stories have been told within these sargas. And finally, in Sarga 48, they come to a place, Gautama Rishi's ashram, where there Ahalya was cursed by Gautama Rishi. And she is there, present there in the ashram, waiting for Rama to come and get Shapa Vimokshana, to be freed from her curse. And again, the story goes in short that Ahalya, Indra had a special soft corner liking towards Ahalya. Ahalya was already married to Gautama Rishi. One day, Gautama Rishi was out on his morning duty, and Indra made opportunity of that at that moment, and he came in the form of Gautama Rishi and spent time with Ahalya together. And when Gautama Rishi came, Gautama Rishi was surprised to see his own form, but Gautama Rishi could understand this is Indra, who came in his own form as Gautama Rishi. And he noticed this one, he saw that Ahalya, and he cursed Indra, and he cursed Ahalya. He cursed Indra to lose his testes, two testes. Again, there is a variation among the Ramayana. In Valmiki Ramayana, the curse given to Indra is, Indra will lose his two testises. And whereas in other Ramayana, Indra will get 1,000 eyes all over his body. I'll just say that. And then, whereas he turns towards Ahalya, and then he says, curse Ahalya. What did he curse Ahalya? To become stone? No. as per Valmiki Ramayana, the curse is that now he doesn't say that you become a stone. He says that you will become invisible. You live invisible in the dust over here. That's all. And then he says, considering the situation, he says, when Rama comes, your curse will be relieved. And he goes to Himalaya. And as the curse becomes effective, Indra runs towards heavenly planets. He finds a solution for his problem. Whereas Ahalya didn't have any solution. She was present there in his Gautama ashram in an invisible condition for many days. And Rama comes to the ashram. Vishwamitra knows what happened. He narrates this story to Rama. And then Vishwamitra tells Rama, come into the ashram of Gautama Rishi. As soon as Rama enters the ashram of Gautama Rishi, Rama Sannidhanam, his presence alone, relieved Ahalya from her curse. It is not that Rama put his lotus feet on the stone. That is not the version of Valmiki Ramayana. Just by his presence alone, the curse, if she was relieved from the curse. That ends the Sarga 49. Moving on to Sarga 50, they now entered in Mithila. As soon as the message reached that Vishwamitra along with 2 boys have entered Mithila, Janaka again with all his ministers and brahmanas and gurus and everyone came near to the place where they arrived and offered them all their respect, received them to the place. But Janaka's eyes got attracted towards his beautiful boys, 2 boys, young boys. Imo Kaumaro Bhadram He Deva Tulya Parakramo Gajatulya Gati Viro Shadula Rishabhaupamo Padmapatra Vishalaksho Gadgatuni Dhanur Dharo. He looks at these beautiful boys, so attractive, very young, like Ashwin Kumara. Their eyes were like lotus petal. In their youthful youthful age, carrying the sword, carrying the bow, carrying the arrows, they are very, very charming. Then he turned to Vishwamitra and asked, who are these beautiful boys? Who are they? He didn't ask Vishwamitra, how are you? How was your trip? What is the reason for coming here? He didn't ask any of these things like Dasaratha asked Vishwamitra. Yes, it just straightly asked about who are these boys. So therefore, anyone who sees Rama, they get attracted. They don't see anything else. They don't get attracted to anyone else. That's the beauty of Rama. Once a person get attracted to Rama, their eyes will not get attracted to anything else. If we are attracted to anything else, that means we have not seen Rama yet. That is a formula that we should remember. We are still getting attracted to so many material things. That means we have not yet got the vision of Rama yet. Therefore, we should all strive to Rama, to have the vision to see him. Siddhashrama nivasam cha rakshasanam vadam tata tatta ahamanam avyagram vishalaya cha darshanam ahalya darshanam chaiva gautamena samagamam. So now Vishwamitra says, well, I am just finished my yaga which in the Siddhashrama. In the Siddhashrama, all the Rakshasas were giving problems. These 2 boys destroyed all the Rakshasas, and then we went to Gautama Rishi's ashram, and there by Rama's presence, Ahalya was relieved from her curse. And these boys are Dasaratha Putras. Ayodhya Raja Dasaratha, their Putras. His name is Rama. His name is Lakshmana. And Janaka said, well, you please stay overnight. We can talk about everything else tomorrow. And he provided a nice facility for Vishwamitra, Rama, and Shatrughna. They all stayed overnight. And the next day, they again assembled together. And Vishwamitra said, we want to participate in the yaga that you're performing. And also we would like to see, I brought Rama and Lakshmana. I told them anything about you and your Shiva Dhanusha. Therefore, I want them to see your Shiva Dhanusha also. At that time, in Sarga 51 and 65, 51 to 65, Shatananda narrates the biography of Vishwamitra. The entire biography of who Vishwamitra was narrated by Shatananda, who was very close to Janaka, a minister of Janaka, and also advisor of Janaka. Shatananda is son of Gautama and Ahalya. Therefore, he was narrating Vishwamitra's story. And then in Sarga 66, and also Shiva Dhanush, the glories of Shiva Dhanush was narrated as well over there. What is Shiva? The story is over there. Shiva Dhanush story is there. And then when they said they want to see the Shiva Dhanush, 5,000 soldiers. Just understand how big this Dhanush is. Dhanush means bow. 5,000 soldiers. And the Dhanush was placed on a big platform which had 8 big wheels. And the 5,000 soldiers were pushing this Dhanush on that platform with 8 wheels towards the arena over there, over that place. And they said that here it is. Here it is. That is what you want to see. Here it is. And then before that, Dasaratha said that I also want to, not Dasaratha, Janaka said, I also want to give you a small information. This Dhanush that you're seeing here, it is a great Dhanush, Shiva Dhanush. And I think that anyone who can lift this bow and tie the knot, the string, then they become eligible to marry my daughter Sita. My daughter Sita. He just gave this information. That's all. And then he spoke about appearance of Sita. The appearance of Sita is narrated over there in Sarga 66. How Sita appeared. Ionija means Sita was not born like any other child through the womb of a mother. She appeared from Mother Earth. She's very special kid. Dasaratha said, many people have come. The kings of earth, the Devatas, the Yakshas, the Gandharvas, many people have come wanting to marry Sita, but they couldn't pass. They failed to even lift an inch of this Shiva Dhanush. That's what Dasaratha said. If, then he says, Yadi Asya Dhanusho Ramaha Puryat Arupanam Mune, he said, if at all you think Rama can string the bow, then I'll be happy to give my daughter in hands to Dasaratha's son Rama. That's what he says. Vishwamitra, in Sarga 67, Vishwamitra said, Vatsarama Dhanu Pashyaha iti rahum abravit. He said, he turns towards Rama and he says, Rama, take a look at this arrow. Sorry, take a look at this bow. That's all he says. He says, take a look at this bow. He doesn't say, Rama, go there, put your hand, lift the bow, tie the string, and come back. He doesn't give any of this instruction. He says, take a look. When Guru says one thing, the disciple should be smart enough to understand the details of the principle. A very important lesson that we all should understand. If a Guru says, I'm thirsty, and the disciple should understand the Guru needs water. The Guru should not tell, I'm thirsty, walk to the kitchen, take a brass pot, fill the water, make sure it is warm, not refrigerated water. Make sure you add a tulasi into it. Bring it to me without spilling it. He's not going to give all this instruction. I'm thirsty. Then disciple understand what needs to be done. Therefore, we should understand the mode of the Guru. When the Guru tells an instruction in short, we should be smart enough, intelligent, not smart enough. We should be intelligent enough to understand the details of the principle. Vishwamitra said, go see the Dhanush, Rama understood, get the work done. Rama understood, Guru was telling, get the work done. So Rama gets up and he walks. He goes to that place over there. Pashyatamra Sahasranam Bahunam Rahavanam Dhadam. He goes there. It took 5,000 soldiers to get that Dhanush over here. Rama lifted this Dhanush without an effort. Effortlessly, he lifted it, to everyone's surprise. Everyone was just opened their mouth wide open, stuck with wonder. Before anyone could even realize, Rama took the string, tied it on the another end on the top, and pulled the string to test it out near to his ears. Everyone were heart stopped for a minute because the explosion of the sound breaking off this Dhanush created a big sound that everyone's heart stopped for some time. Even those people in the higher planetary system just got bewildered. What is that sound? They all just came rushing to us to see what happened. Rama effortlessly broke the Shiva Dhanush. They all become very joyful. They become so happy. Especially Janaka became so happy. Now the question comes. Rama is only 12 years old. That Dhanush, which was placed on a big compartment, which had 8 big wheels, pushed by 5,000 soldiers, how is it possible for a 12-year-old boy to reach out to the top of that other end to tie the string? We don't ask this question. Govind the Raja is asking this question. How is it even possible? And he gives the answer because he knows we have no that much intelligence to find the answer. Therefore, Govind the Raja says, you don't understand. As Rama touched the Dhanush, it melted. It didn't stay strong. The top portion of it started melting and bending down, as if it's offering its obeisances to the Lord. It was bending. The bottom was held by Rama's toes, the big toe and the toe next to the big toe. Rama was holding to the bottom of the bow with his toes. And the top part of the bow was thinking how fortunate the top portion of the bow was thinking how fortunate the bottom portion that Rama's lotus feet was touched. Therefore, that top portion thought that as long as I am like this, stubborn, I cannot get the blessings of the lotus feet of the Lord. Therefore, it broke. Rama did not break. The bow itself broke, wanting to touch the lotus feet of the Lord. What a beautiful explanation is given by Acharyas. And do not take this as an imaginations and all those things. It requires a special bhava and mood and appreciation to see in the explanation commentaries of Acharyas. Janaka was so very happy and Janaka was so very proud. And then he said, well, very good, very good. In Sarga 38, he said, let's send the messenger to Ayodhya and bring Dasaratha and the mothers and the ministers. Everyone should come here so that we can make the arrangement for the marriage of Rama and Sita. Let's this messenger go immediately. So the messenger arrives in Sarga 69. The messenger goes to Ayodhya. And Ayodhya, they convey the message to Dasaratha. Dasaratha very happy to hear this message. And he arrives at Mithila with his wives and all the ministers and everyone. They all came over there. And as usual, they all are having nice conversation with a proper protocol and respecting each other and providing the necessary hospitality. In Sarga 70, Ikshvaku dynasty was narrated by Vasishta to Janaka and his party. It is a tradition that during the engagement period, that though both parties should tell which parampara they fall into, who is their father, who is their grandfather, who's their grandfather, who's their great-great-grandfather, what Gotra they fall into. All those things has to be narrated by both the parties. Likewise, in the Sarga 70, the Ikshvaku dynasty was narrated by Vasishta. Likewise, in 71 Sarga, the Janaka narrates his lineage. In Sarga 72, Vishwamitra proposes a new thing. We see how beautiful how great Vishwamitra was. He says that, well, I know that we are talking about we are talking about Rama's marriage with Sita, and I know that Sita has a sister, Urmila. Why don't we do this one? Why don't we marry Urmila to Lakshmana? Because Lakshmana was right there before arrival. Therefore, they decided that Janaka's daughter, Sita and Urmila, will get married to Rama and Lakshmana respectively. Now in Sarga 72, Vishwamitra says that, how about Janaka's brother, Kushadwaja? Kshiradwaja is the name of Janaka. Official name is Kshiradwaja. Kushadwaja is the name of Janaka, that is Kshiradwaja's brother, younger brother. He's also Janaka, by the way, but his name is Kushadwaja. Kushadwaja had two daughters, Mandavi, Kutakriti. So he said, why don't we marry your daughter to Bharata and Shatrughna? They all loved this, the proposal. They said, why not? This is fantastic. This is very good. Very nice. So they all agreed. That is Sarga 72. And in Sarga 73, Sita Kalyana Vaibohame Rama Kalyana Vaibohame Sita Kalyana Vaibohame Rama Kalyana Vaibohame. The marriage getting started. All the preparation are being done. Pani Grahanam is one of the very important aspect in the marriage. Pani Grahanam, that the father-in-law, that is the girl's father, holds the daughter's hand, brings her close to the boy, and handovers, combine the boy's hand and the daughter's hand together and tell a mantra and tell, now this girl is yours. And here the Pani Grahanam happened in the 73rd Sarga, 26th Sloka. Again, the numbers that I'm saying here, different Sloka numbers, varies from one version to another version of even Valmiki Ramayana, unfortunately, because let's not go into the details of those things, how it's been grouped and so forth. But it is mentioned in the 73rd Sarga. This is another beautiful sloka, which is has many commentary. Iyam Sita Mama Suta Sahadharma Charitava Pratichachainam Bhadram Te Paninam Grinesha Panina. He says, Dasaratha says, looks at Rama and says, this Sita is my daughter. You look at this beautiful sloka. Iyam Sita, this Sita, Mama Sutha, my daughter. This daughter is my daughter. So what if it is your daughter? One may ask, so what if it's your daughter? This daughter, Dharma Charitava. This daughter will make sure, O Rama, my daughter Sita, will make sure you go in a right dharmic path. You don't go in a wrong way. Look, who is talking to who? Rama is a symbol of dharma. And here, Janaka is telling to Rama, if at all you take a wrong path, or if at all you're going the right path also, this, my daughter of mine, Iyam Sita Mama Sutta, will make sure you follow the dharma correctly. Okay? This is something very important in Grahastha life. Our duty of a wife is to make sure her husband is going in the right path. It's very important. Otherwise, there is no real necessity of getting married. If the wife cannot convey this message to the husband, my dear, however the wife calls her husband nowadays, honey, bunny, whatever you think of. Now, my dear husband, what you're doing is wrong. It is not right. It is not right. The wife should be able to correct the husband. That is why wives are considered to be half the husband. Right? of the husband. Therefore, Janaka said, my wife, Iyam, here, my Rama, look, Iyam. When the Janaka said Iyam, Rama was looking here and there. Here means where? He's looking up and down and sideways and right, left, and all this corner. Wait. Where are you looking, Rama? Well, you said here. Yeah, I said here. Here what? Here, Sita. Here is my daughter, Sita. Don't look here and there. My Sita is there. Look at her. Oh, what is great about your daughter? Well, Rama, my daughter is greater than your daughter. You know why? Why? Because you are born from your mother, womb of your mother. But my daughter, Ioni means she's not from a womb. She's born from earth. In that way, she's great. She's brought in, she appeared in the Yagashala. When Yaga was going in, that place she appeared. Not like you, Rama. Not like you. She's my daughter, Mama Sutha. Ahankaram and Mamakaram should be given away. When we read Bhagavad Gita, the main thing that we are learning there is, don't be egoistic. Don't think anything that you have is yours. Right? That's what we learn. We have to give up Ahankara. We have to give up Mamakara. Over here, yes, Iyam Sita, Mama Sutha. He's telling Mamakara is there. Janaka had a Mamakara when he said, my daughter Sita. How can he have this Mamakaram over there? Well, Acharya says, Sita is so great, it drives one to say so without thinking of Mamakara. Sita is so great. Therefore, anyone who have their children who's so great should not be shy to say my daughter, my son. If they have their wonderful qualities, devotees' qualities, there's nothing wrong to say my daughter, my son. Right? Not just because for some other material things, my daughter, my son. But the children are so nice in behavior, in their qualities. They are very devoted to the parents, elders, respectful, and in proper practice of Krishna consciousness. Then we have no problem in saying Mama Sutta. Abhimanam towards such children, such wife, such husband. There's nothing wrong in saying to. This is called Sattvika Ahankara. Yeah. Therefore, you can see, therefore, he says, Lakshmana Agacha. Next after this, Panigrahanam of Sita, then Dasaratha goes close to Lakshmana, and then Janaka comes close to Lakshmana with Urmila, and he does a Panigrahanam over there. Lakshmana Agacha Bhatram Te Urmilam Udhyatha Maya. Then he does Panigrahanam between Lakshmana and Urmila. Then he goes close to, brings Mandhavi and Sutakriti close to Bharata and Shatrughna, and he does Panigrahanam to both of them. When all these things are done, the family become very happy. The marriage held very nicely. Everything went well, and they exchanged gifts with each other, and they departed. As they departed on their way, they encountered, usually Ramayana is ended at this point with Sita Kalyana. But for our agenda today, we'll go ahead and complete the rest of the Sarga in a nutshell. And then they were moving on the way back to Ayodhya. On the way, they encountered Parasurama. Parasurama challenged Rama, and Rama defeated Parasurama, did not kill him, but defeated him. And then they further went to Ayodhya, and entire Ayodhya was so happy. And the last Sarga of 77 explains how well, happily the married couple were for rest of their 12 years to come. That ends the Bala Kanda. Mangalam Koshala Indriyarya Mahanliye Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam Pallandu Pallairattandu Palakodu Nooraayiram Mallandu Tinthol Manivanna Un Sevadi Sevya Tirukkapu Audio Modum Ninnodum Pirivindri Ayiram Pallandu Vadivainin Valamarvinin Valhintra Mangayum Pallandu Vadivar Sodi Valathurayum Surarariyum Pallandu Padaiporpukkum Muzhangum Panchachanyamum Pallandu. With that said, thank you all very much for joining this 2 days. and really appreciate for giving your valuable time and make me speak, purify my mouth, my existence by able to share something from Valmiki Ramayana. I am not good in many things, but somehow managed to present something because I love Ramayana. I must have made any mistakes here and there. With your greatness, kindly forgive me. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु भवेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, भरत लक्ष्मण की
Prabhu, can I
जय,
say just something
वाल्मीकि
1 minute?
भरत शत्रुघ्न की, वाल्मीकि मुनि की जय, all assembled devotees की जय। Thank you very much.
Prabhu, can I say
Acharya.
1 minute something? Can I take 1 minute, please?
Any minute is fine for me. I am done.
Okay, Prabhu. So, Prabhu, thank you so much. Last 2 days has been very awesome. I mean, really enjoyed. And it was so powerful, the way you were narrating the